Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Expedition League 3.15. In this episode, it's our first real episode. I've played the start, I did the league start, our skeleton build went fucking amazing, but I want to update you guys with what you do now that you've started your skeletons. You're looking at what to invest in. I'm ready to show you. So first I'll show you where I'm at and what I've done. Level 75 with the skeleton build. We bought a 6-link for 15C, and I also invested the rest into jewels. So I already have primordial eminence, 2 primordial mites, and I bought 8 primordial harmonies. I don't need this many yet, but I have to use one. This is an anima stone recipe. You sell these 3 to the vendor, and so I'll be able to do that. I could actually do it right now. This is perfectly fine to me. You can sell these 3 to the vendor, and you get an anima stone. And so there's that, if you didn't know about that. And then my next thing is I have a POB. Oh, wait, I didn't show you it. I have these jewels in game, and I bought a 6-link for 15C, and so and I put minion essence of fear on the wands, so I got 55 minion damage and 45 minion damage. But anyways, I bought an anima stone, primordial might, and I have 7 harmonies because I just traded in an eminence, might, and harmony to the vendor for an anima stone. But you came here for the stone golem POB, so I'll get into that now. I just wanted to catch you guys up with the season so that you know what I did before this POB and why. So we tested out the stone golems, and they feel really good, to be honest. And so now it's time to show you guys my stone golem build that I've made. So it's a necromancer, which it might weird a lot of people out. They go, what the heck, you went stone golem necro? Yeah, so 800 regen without vitality. That's really good. And then we're 4 stone golems. So it's an anima stone, primordial might, and 4 harmonies. We maybe will want more harmonies, but we're gonna start it off with just 4. Keep it simple. And then this is 2 cooldown points, and the damage is 676. So you know, pretty good fucking damage. That's like 2.6 million damage or something in this build. And all it is the jewels and 2 cooldown points. And then I went an elder helmet with minion life and life. And so the rest of the items are just res capping and life. So this one's important though, and then the cooldown points and the jewels. But anyways, the chest plate's life res, life res, life res, but on the boot you get move speed, life res, ami, life res, which citron is important because you need strength and dex in the build. We're kind of starved for it. And then unset rings, you only need 1 of them because the other one I don't have a socket for. Maybe you have an extra gem you want to run that I didn't put in the build. I left to open 1 space, so maybe you don't need an unset ring. Stygian Vice, so you can run a ghastly jewel with blind. You don't need to run taunt on your ghastly jewel in this build because stone golems automatically taunt with their slam. And then I ran 1 anima stone, 1 primordial might, and I stacked harmonies with 40 cooldown plus because I wanted to lower the cooldown of the slam. That's the main reason why we're using harmonies. And so that's the main stat. Summon golems have 40% increased cooldown recovery rate. I went for 40 plus. And then I can even show you this. I use Solaris and gruthkul. Solaris for crit immune and the gruthkul. And then we anointed Ravenous Horde. And so this is the pathing. I pathed up to Golem Commander from the top because it's slightly shorter, coming from if you already have Death Attunement. I got rid of Lord of the Dead, and I got rid of Enduring Bond, and I got rid of some of the life over here. We grabbed the extra mana reserve because we're running Pride, so I'll run you through the skills real quick. Stone Golem, Multi-Strike, Brutality, Minion Damage, Melee Phys, Maim. You can also run Ruthless, but I put Maim because I didn't have Maim anywhere else. The Spectre link is Raise Spectre, Life Tab, Meat Shield, Feeding Frenzy. So technically I could put the Maim on the Spectre, and then I could free up and have Ruthless on the Stone Golems. This is possible, but I was going to test out their survivability first, and then if they're even that good at applying Maim, I don't think they are. In the gloves, I put Warbanner Generosity, Skitterbot's Unbound Ailments, Immortal Call, Enfeeble, Casting Damage Taken. The 1, 3, 5, very important, keep them at those levels. Pride, Flesh Offering, Desecrate, keep Desecrate level 1 for the cost of the Dex. Phase Run second wind increased duration. I kept Phase Run level 4 with 96 Dex. You can actually go to 5. So this is basically dependent on your amount of Dex specifically that you were able to get in your build. Because sometimes you get lucky where an item has more Dex, and so you could do that. But this is also a physical gem, so it scales with the cooldown points. And we're going to be fast as fuck. Phase Run second wind increased duration. And even the convocation can be linked to the second wind increased duration to increase the duration of the regen and also lower the cooldown. So this is pretty cool. Wait, if they nerfed second wind, are we going to be able to permanently cast Phase Run anymore? That's actually interesting. And then I went Flame Dash in a ring. So we have all our important gems. And actually, that's a really good question about my Phase Run thing. Did they ruin it? Oh no, I was just thinking about the mana cost. I haven't actually tested that in game, but overall, I'm pretty happy with 2.6, 2.7 million DPS Stone Golem, which is just like the jewel investment, and then going cooldown points because you're a stone now, and yeah, it fit because we put all these extra jewel sockets in. It's pretty nice. It actually opens us up to be able to go down here more because we're already 3 points into this jewel socket, and I put the 3 points into this jewel socket so we were able to get into devotion and the extra life. It's not that far. Pretty happy with that. And I was looking at the extra jewels. It's like 5 points for this one, 5 points for this one. This one's only 4 if you grab this one life node, which isn't that bad. So it's very easy to fit a few more jewels into the build. So this one and this one probably, or this one. Most likely these two because they come with some life and they have 1 less point. And then this one comes with some resistance. This one does come with some extra increased armor, but I don't care that much. And yeah, I'm really happy with the Stone Golem budget build. I'm going to leave a link to this in the description below. I also put in the flask. So Divine Life Flask I like to use in the beginning with instant recover and bleed immune. So it's not so much about the life. The life is decent, but we're healing 800 regen per second, right? That's consistent. The main thing would be the bleed and corrupted blood. And then this enduring mana flask is for you to be able to use your Phase Run and your Flame Dash and your Desecrate Flesh Offering and all this stuff. I'm not sure yet how easy it's going to be. And then we have Immune to Freeze, which only lasts for a second anyways. These flasks don't have their numbers changed. Like the Quicksilver still shows really high move speed on the mod, so they didn't update flask correctly in POB, I don't think. They updated the base flask but not the mods. So then I put a Quartz Flask with Shock and Duration, Granite Flask with Ignite Duration, because I noticed all these flasks cost 30 of 60, and even the Quicksilver's now 30 of 60, so I just gave it increased duration, because reducing the charges doesn't do anything, because it doesn't get you to a new breakpoint where you can click it more than 2 times. So I've been doing increased duration. I don't know, it's so weird. But then yeah, Eternal Mana, Enduring Mana Flask and the Bleed Immune Life Flask feels good, man. And then this build was able to pump out 3k armor, 5.6k life, 800 regen. Looks really good. You have an extra 50 mana. It doesn't look that bad when you don't have to cast a 6-link Skeletons that cost 80 mana. And then yeah, this was with the extra mana reserve because we're running Pride over the... we're not using... Vitality anymore. And so some upgrades you can make to this is obviously investing into Awakened gems, getting better gear, getting quality on your gems, because that can really help quality across the board. In this I showed a 21 Stone Golem. This should be really easy, so you can level up Stone Golems, and when it gets to 20 you corrupt it for the 21. Highly recommend that. It's one of your biggest upgrades. Spectres is similar. You can make a lot of money off getting a 21 Spectre as well. Technically they're worth a lot, usually for a while. And so you could do that. And then the rest you would really want quality, and maybe you could go some alt quality gems that you find or figure out from Heist. That could be really cool. For example, Overwhelm 5% physical damage reduction on a Divergent Brutality instead of Awakened Brutality because it got nerfed so heavily. And then you could go for the Overwhelm physical damage reduction on melee physical as well, or the extra melee strike range. you can get the chance to inflict bleeding or the increased effect of the mim on the mim. This one has double damage, and you also have attack speed on the multi-strike. You could just keep it as the default, which is increased melee phys, which is fine. But yeah, those are some of the ideas I had of alt quality gems. And I hope you guys enjoyed this budget stone golems. I'm assuring you that I've tested the stone golems and they feel so much better with the roll changes. Rolling faster, rolling only when they're farther away. And it actually felt really good. And they felt like gods. So I'm really excited to actually play this in the season. This was only a standard test. So, yep. Either way, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon and my YouTube members who financially support the channel. I can't do this without you guys, so thank you guys for all the support, and thank you to anyone who joins the Patreon and the YouTube members today, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Also, shout out to my 26 subs yesterday. Jesus Christ, thank you guys for all the support on the league start. It was absolutely incredible. Alright, I'll see you guys in today's stream. Bye!